Hello viewers, you are watching International Wild. Kindly subscribe our channel and press the bell icon to get notification of the latest uploaded videos. Breaking news from Russia: Russia's lunar 25 spacecraft has apparently crashed into the moon after it spun into an uncontrolled orbit now. This is according to Russia's space agency. A little earlier reported an abnormal situation that occurred to the spacecraft when it was preparing a pre-landing orbit. Now Luna 25 was scheduled to land on the south pole of the moon tomorrow. That was the plan. Seems like that is no longer the plan. It's important to understand what this mission was hoping to achieve. The idea of the Lunar 25 mission was to land a spacecraft on the south side, the south pole of the moon, and this would have been the first time it had happened. This was important for two reasons. First of all, scientifically, it was very interesting. What the Russians were hoping to do is detect ice or water itself on the moon, which would be very important if there was ever to be a permanent moon base. However, this project was also all about prestige. This is why this latest development is so important. Russia launched this space mission in the midst of sanctions and acknowledged it couldn't get some of the technical parts it would normally need for a space mission. They went ahead anyway. At the time of the launch, there were critics who said that they really thought it only had a 50-50 chance of success. Now, if Russia successfully landed the spacecraft on the south pole of the moon, soon it would be able to say, "We're able to manage this extraordinary technical achievement." Instead, it appears that the lunar spacecraft has crashed. That's what TASS, the Russian news agency, is saying, that Russia's sense of prestige at the moment. We don't know exactly what happened, but it certainly was very close to the moon when things were going right. Only on Saturday, the Russian space agency was showing off about the success of the mission. It showed some photographs that the spacecraft had taken of a crater on the moon. It was crowing about how already it had been able to analyze some of the chemistry of the lunar surface. A few hours later, we were told that just as they were trying to shift the spacecraft into pre-landing orbit, there was some kind of communication problem. Suddenly heard the announcement from Roscosmos of the Russian space agency, put it rather bluntly. As a result of a collision with the surface of the moon, the spacecraft no longer exists. That's pretty final and fundamental. But it's not the only country with a kind of rocket on its way to the moon's south pole.